The Painted Lady Tarot by Daniel from Boston. Yeah, this is on Kickstarter right now. If you want a copy of it, link in the description. Go back it very, very soon. It only has a few more days, about 20 more days to go. Look at that. Ooh, that's so cool. Painted Lady Tarot. We have the, let's see, we got what? Magical artwork, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, very, very cool. I love it. Card quality is pretty good. It does have a nice feel to it. It does have it's a little on the colorful side, but I like no borders. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That is so cool looking. It's definitely one of the unusual type of art styles, but overall it just looks really, really, really cool. The Magician over here, I love just how everything's just exploding outward. You have kind of a center of attention, and then from there we're sort of moving outward with sort of emotion lines. You have the unusual face and what have you, and all of the faces, very cool. Sort of a nice collage of different ideas going on here. Got the High Priestess over there, very cool looking as well. Very wild looking deck. I can't wait to use this on the stream. There's a lot of colors. If you are into colors and how colors are used and the meaning of colors, I do think that this deck is going to be right for you. As well as, I love the different styles from sort of a dark theme to a more pastel theme. Almost looks like a blanket. Almost looks like a blanket you would have on your bed or something in the background. Very wild and cool. You got one eye closed, one eye open. And again, you have this sort of a checkered pattern that runs through there. A lot of checkered patterns that are very cool. I love the distinctiveness between the cards as well. Emperor. Just kind of have his unusual mouth going on there. You have a throne in the background. Again, the checkered pattern, sort of a 3D look as that goes into the back. Then you have the Hierophant over there. Very cool. I love the crescent moon kind of in there, sort of implied in there. You have an eye on it. You also have the moon, obviously, with a different expression, what have you. I love kind of the different angles that this thing has. So you have 2, 3, 4 different angles as you go through, as well as sort of that rounded look of the overall Hierophant thing. We got the Lovers with the 2 characters in there. You have one eye with one. You have Cupid up here as well. Very, very pretty deck. I can't wait to use this on the stream. I love using colors, color meanings, and sort of digging into those type of ideas. You have the Chariot as well. Very pretty, very pretty. I like that. Kind of like a bowl, kind of like mixing bowls that are stacked, kind of movement with that. You have sort of the arms and the hands wrapping around there, and then sort of the motion lines. You have Strength card with the lion, sort of aspected. Again, I love the bright colors, really good. The borderless, it looks good. The text as well sort of keeps that theme of, you know, a little bit of a wild look on it. And then we have some things going on here. I want to say Picasso, but Picasso-ish. If I say Picasso and I just say, yeah, Picasso, somebody's going to yell at me. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, I love the clock, the implied timeline that we have on there as well. Then we have an arrow pointing to maybe some coins over there. So maybe coins being distributed. You have a coin, bags of coins down through here. And then we have the Justice card with the 2 balancing, I think, things going there. You have sort of both hooked up. It looks like an imbalance as far as the Justice card goes. A little bit of a Libra action looking forward there. You have the Hanging Man over there with an upside down. Interesting, sort of like a skeleton eyes. A little bit of that. Then we have the Death card. Ooh, that is eerie. That is eerie. This deck is so cool. I need to use this on the stream immediately. Temperance card, another one, kind of the balancing between the 2 worlds. And then we have the Devil card. Ooh, bright, pretty red. A lot of fiery aspect. You have sort of that swirl across with the arrow, like a pointed tail kind of thing with the Devil. and the fire is covering up. It looks like almost like it's covering up some of the previous cards. Like the previous cards have been infected with the fire. Very cool looking tower too. Wow. Wow, the star. Wow, the simplicity, but the beauty of that. Man, they did a fantastic job on this. This is like, it's like Picasso on crack. The moon, again, we have sort of that moon shape. We have some, we have some rounded shapes up there as well. Very sort of a geometric deck too. Got some heavy eyelashes going. We got the sun over here. Beautiful sun. I really think the sun does need that level of vibrancy and love and kind of, you know, getting some attention. And the sun does a great job here. I love the rays coming out of it with that Picasso kind of look. You have sort of the splash coming out of the sun as well. I love that. Judgment card, very pretty. It's almost like an eye is watching you, or an eye is reincarnating some things in the background. Then you have the world with a little bit of a swirl across. All right, so now let's go through. Crayons, I assume, could be wands. I need to read the page. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Crayons, that is so pretty. It's like a kid using a crayon on the world or the globe. You have a lot of action lines, or maybe rain or something. You have a two of crayons. We have an AAC and a bind. B-A-L-A, bala, oh, balance. There we go. All right, cool. Took me a minute. Yeah, I'm a math person, not a word person. Can you tell? I don't do word puzzles, as you can probably see. Are those slippers? Are those slippers? Like dancing ballet slippers, maybe? And you have the choices between the two. We have a three of crayons. We have sort of a liquid coming into the fire. Reminds me of the Thoth Temperance card. I'm not going to lie. Reminds me of the Thoth Temperance card. The four of crayons, like we have a container with somebody inside of the container. We have a five of crayons, too, over there. Interesting action going on. A six of crayons going into the big building. Yeah, kind of crossing the moat, maybe, into the castle. Very cool. Kind of that Lord of Victory action there. We have a seven of crayons with a defensiveness. Now, most of the time, the seven of wands does have a defensiveness. They're on a hill, but he's standing on a little some object. Very cool. We have an eight of crayons with the motion implied there, and then a nine with the wounded warrior kind of feel there. Maybe some blood spattering. Maybe some bandages. Maybe. Then we have the 10 of crayons, sort of the encumbrance level there, trying to hold on maybe to all of that other stuff. We got the page, a knight, and then a queen. Ooh, black cat. Is there a black cat here? I gotta look and find a black cat. Maybe? Maybe I'm not seeing it. All right, then we got the king of crayons. Very, very pretty. All right, the ace of brushes. I'm not sure what the brushes are. Maybe that's the ones. I don't know. I need to read the document, but you do have kind of a cool looking, almost like a mushroom cloud looking thing. Two of brushes over there. Interesting. We got the three of brushes with a boat. Maybe this is wands. Maybe the crayons are swords. Maybe this is wands. Not sure. Three of brushes being a sailboat kind of makes me think it could be wands. You have the four of brushes over there. Maybe happy home, happy family. You have the five of brushes. We're sort of looking up at it. Then we have a six of brushes. And then a seven, which is interesting. Then we have an eight, sort of the looking at things. And then we have a nine and a 10. Interesting. Like we have lots and lots of brushes going on. And then we have a page of brushes. Ooh, very cool. I like the gears in the different formations. We have a knight of brushes. The queen. Interesting. Oh, here, brushes may be wands. We do have the black cat there. So maybe crayons as swords, maybe not. I need to go look. We have a king of brushes with the lines. I'm leaning towards that be wand. Ace of pens over here. There we go. Then we have a 2 of pins, which has a fish. Interesting. We have a 3 of pins. Ooh, I love the colors. Love the colors in this deck. It's so colorful and vibrant. We have a 4 of pins. I like sort of the hand cushion or whatever you get, the holder helper. You have the 5 of pins with the flowing aspect of that. And then we have a 6 of pins over there, kind of an angel face with the angel wings. We have a 7 of pins with multiple pin choices. And then an 8 of pins, kind of the sunglasses look there. And then a 9 of pins with them facing downward. And then a 10 of pins. So a lot of collage, a lot of interesting, kind of aspects there. Page. And a knight, very, very, very pretty. And a queen, again, very attractive. I love kind of the bird aspect in there. And then we have a king of pins. All right, the last one is the ace of paints, which is interesting. Paints being a liquid with the dove kind of reminds me of the, maybe we have the aspect here of cups kind of thing. We have sort of a 2 of cups look and feel. We have maybe a 3 of cups with the celebration between the different aspects. Then we have a 4 over there, not exactly happy with everything. And then a 5, ooh, very sort of a disappointment. You have the bridge as well, which is kind of a cool aspect. You have the 6, which is going to be sort of the family unit with the tomatoes. And then we have a 7, very interesting, sort of a snake look in there. We have the 8, sort of that abandonment, moving past, moving onto it. So you have an 8 with the abandonment, the person leaving and abandoning things. You still have that moon aspect, which I like, which is cool. Then you have a 9, which is sort of the robustness, all of the different choices of drinks and what have you. And then we have a 10 of paints over here, happy home, happy family. And then we have a page, a little bit of a Pisces look here. See if we can find some Pisces elements in there. Maybe not. And we have a Knight of Paints, which is Mr. Romance. And then we have a Queen of Paints, which is very, very emotional, water of water. And then we have a King of Paints over there. So the isolation of the king as well. Very interesting. So overall, this is really cool. This is really cool. I can't wait to read with this. Like, can you imagine you just pull some of these cards out? Everybody's like, oh my God, what is this deck? This is so cool. It looks amazing. I'm so happy to have this. I'm going to use it on the stream tonight and every night. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me know what you think about this stunningly gorgeous tarot. And again, back it on the Kickstarter, link in the description. This is a cool deck, in my opinion. What do you think? Please hit like and subscribe.